So it's time for the next installment of the Ground Zero series. And what's the Ground Zero series? It is where I'm building something massive in real time. And I will end up building a lot of it with those of you who are architects and builders. You know who you are. About time to stop being so quiet about it. But hitting the road now, and it's time to kind of have a different pace of life, a little bit more flexible. You know, there's a lot going on in the world, and I am not one to even pay attention. I mean, I don't even personally tap into collective energies. Like, I just gotta do my own thing in my own world. But like, at some point, you gotta take a look at what's going on and realize that for a long time, it seems like it's just always something happening out there, but at some point, it's going to show up at your door. And if you've done your work and you know how to use the work that you've done properly, then this means that it's about time to go do something with it, because as one system collapses, as it must, another one must be built. By who? There's no other agencies or anyone else that I would personally point to for that, other than those like myself who have done the work. Like, that's it. That's the only people that will be building what's to come. But it is time to build. I want to talk about just something that's kind of been on my mind, because I have a lot of different views than the general population on a lot of topics, but I don't have different views and I think I'm right, you're wrong. It's just different perspectives of things. And so something that I'm going through now, and that's the reason that I want to bring it up and talk about it, is this idea that you are already this perfected version of yourself, and that you don't have to do anything, you just get paid to exist, and that type shit. So just straightforward, like, I know where it's coming from, I get it, but let me ask you something. What makes you think that you should get paid to exist and not contribute to anything? What makes you think that just because you woke up and had a glimmer of a memory of what you come from, that you think the work is over? You think I just think about it and that's how it is? But you know better, right? Like, there's a lot more to manifestation than just thinking about it. Manifestation sets the stage for action, and it is like what is necessary. It's like carving a riverbank before the water comes in. It's direction, but it is action. And I think I say this because I've started connecting with other builders, and I will connect with many more of you. And like, not one of us like have this idea that like it's just gonna happen for us. Like, that's wild. Like, why would anyone think that? Like, would you even want to live in a world where people felt so entitled that they thought they should just get paid to exist, yet contribute nothing? If you've done all your work and you've really learned the things that like can help humanity grow, what makes you think that you're not supposed to do just that? I actually kind of struggled with this at first, because I felt like I did all this work and I was so detached from human existence. Like, I couldn't even call myself human. Like, I mean, it kind of got like bad, because I do all my own stunts. If I ever talk about something, I promise you that I did not go watch somebody else and develop an opinion. I don't give a shit about opinions. I'm just talking about my experiences. So I made all my own mistakes. One of the biggest mistakes that I can think of is like this idea that because you awaken to a certain point that you just get to float around. I don't even want to live in that world. Like, could you imagine like the entitlement of those who think that just because they remember their more and maybe recognize that they have some trauma that now they suddenly should just get to float around and do nothing. So over here, we do work, we build, we are actually building the new earth and not just waiting for something to happen or something to come out of the sky, because that's not coming. The energies are coming, they're floating around everywhere. That's what's coming down. But I'm going to give you another perspective on this whole, you are already your perfected self. I'm going to explain it with some high science. First of all, like, the way that we create is we reach back into dark matter and we shape it. A simple way to think about this is when you go into an imagination, a vision, something where you are taking ethereal matter, dark matter, imagination, and turning it into something through thought, through visualization, or something like that. That thing does not exist in matter until you bring it into matter through action. You are not your perfected self just waiting to go catch back up to yourself. Like, that's not how it works. You have created that version of yourself, and it exists in the ethers, and in the ethers only. If you're not living it, you're not embodying it, you're not it. Like, I think about this, and it's like, how stupid would a caterpillar look walking around the forest, telling all the other bugs that it's a butterfly and can fly? It has the potential. It has everything necessary to become. But no becoming is going to happen without action. 1 to 5% is the percentage of actual caterpillars that make it to butterfly. So for those of you who are delusional in the things that you want to build but are willing to build, that is the delusion that will come forth. For those of you that are delusional and think you're just going to go float around and others like myself are going to build that for you, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But if you do have skills, medical technology, agriculture, anything like that a new world will need, we have a lot going on. And if you actually want to do some work and build, we're looking for you. And you don't know it, but you're looking for me as well. But if you think the opposite and fall more in line with everything I said in the beginning of this video about you are already everything that you need to be, no, you're not. No, you're not. Go look in the mirror, and that's where you are now. Everything else we have to work towards. Right? And that's why I'm doing the Ground Zero series. Like, it is the most raw. My life is not glamorous. It is hard. Like, I don't know, like, all the answers, but, like, I do know one thing, that it takes action. It's literally why I did this, and so that I could track my journey. My manifestation is already set. In stone, written, contract, agreement, basically. But I have to take action, and that is why I'm doing this, to show you what it looks like when you have a massive manifestation and then put the action into it. And I'm going to do it right in front of everybody watching, because that's how I roll. But, like, we have to work. Like, that's what this whole thing is about. Like, the divine wants action. So if you want to improve your life, it's going to require a little more than thought. Like, no amount of thought alone will get you anywhere. Prove it to yourself. You can't even win the lottery without taking the action to buy a lotto ticket. Like, there is no such thing as, like, manifesting only with thought. That ain't how it works. Knowledge is not power until it is applied. Until next time.